We're live. Hi,
What
everyone.
happened? What happened there, huh? 10 minutes before, okay, before 1 o'clock, I get a knock on my door. Okay, who is it? It's the ATF. Okay, what are they telling? They're telling me they got a call from some guy who's got 10X program, and that's why I'm late. And I'm so sorry. It's a mixture between farmers and the ATF. The farmers union came to me with the ATF officers, and they were really angry. That's why I'm late. They just drove away from my farm just now. So I'm wondering, Griff, because you're the only one with the 10Xs, did you have anything to do with this?
I hope you're not I hope you're not accusing Griff Calzone of these crimes, because Griff Calzone
I'm telling
can't
you,
confirm.
why would the federal authorities come to my farm and then say that, some guy with 10Xs is complaining? Who's the other one with the 10Xs? You're the only
Well,
one.
yeah,
Did
but
you write me out?
I see Leven-Smith over there smiling. I think he's guilty of crimes. Am I right?
I don't think so. Leven-Smith is not a bum. He's a fake, but he's not a bum. Okay, Griff Calzone is the bum. Okay,
Well,
fakes and bums are two different things. Believe me, I know. I'm from Chicago. Okay, I know fakes and bums.
Griff has to think about Griff's empire. Okay, we don't have to. We're not worried about the Panzerottis. Okay, we're not worried about the Leven-Smiths.
Panzerotti. Okay, you pronounced
Yeah.
that correctly because in your little thing that you were doing earlier, you said Panzerelli. I think that's the family from the Goonies movie. Remember them? I think they were
could
called
be.
the Panzerellis.
However, Griff
I'm
says
the
it is the correct
Panzerotti.
way.
Pronounce it correctly, Grip. Okay.
Oh, that's a low
Hey, why don't
blow.
you do me a favor and leave me out of this, man? I mean, I got really not much to do with this. All right.
Well, you know what, Levin, I'm about
Yeah.
sick of your crimes, and for an expensive mic, that seems like it's not really working that well. I think you better.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Oh crap! Crap! I didn't turn my mic on.
No, you didn't turn your mic on.
Typical
good
Levin.
call.
Typical Levin.
Good call. Good
Put it
call,
on.
guys.
Be professional. Okay.
Yeah.
Even I got my headset on. Okay, this headset was from 2002. I bought it from Logitech in 2002. Still works, but even this
That happens.
was $30 back then. You're gonna working
Very
now?
good.
You better.
Sounds
We
better.
can hear you now.
All right. Sorry about that.
Well,
Jeez.
he can't
No,
help
it's
it. He
okay.
grew
I'm
up in
late.
a,
Phone.
I'm
What
late.
can
I
you do?
apologize. I'm late, and I apologize for being late. But as I said, it was my fault. 10 minutes before we go live, I got the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the ATF, the farmers, and a whole lot of Russian mafia types knocking on my door. It baffles me that this can happen in this day and age to such an innocent, wonderful person like myself. Also, a small business owner who owns a restaurant. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I grew up in a
Absolutely.
cult. I mean, I don't really know too much about that. So.
It's very
Yeah.
true. Very true. Yeah, and I grew
Yeah.
up on the south side of Chicago, so
Well, you know what?
Well, I'll tell you who
getting-
done messed up, and that's Griff Calzone
yeah,
and their
absolutely.
copyrighted program. Don't you agree, Pete?
Well,
I agree with almost everything you say, fake Ron.
I'm getting sick
Depends.
of Leven-Smith accusing me of crimes. And the interim, here's the crimes of Leven-Smith. Am I right? They go up
I don't
every
believe
year.
those statistics.
You did a bar graph?
Yep, that's your crimes.
Oh my god!
And we even have a
Okay.
bar graph 11 of your negative net worth. Am I right? Starts to go down around 2008 when you started exposing
How
the
can
church.
you have a
and now
negative
you're-
net worth?
I know. We can't trust a guy that's negative $355 million. I don't trust a guy that's negative 355.
I can't trust a guy who's under federal indictment. I mean, let's be honest.
Well, that's
Several federal indictments, by
that's
the way.
Pete. If you look at his crimes, go up every year too. Am I right?
Well, that's
Listen,
a steady increase.
Half
yeah.
of those,
That's-
half of those, I'm innocent, and half of those you accuse me of. So
And
if you
then-
just drop the lawsuits, I'm going to have half of those done out of
And
the
then-
courts.
Pete's
Half of
Pete's net worth is only negative 30 million, where Leven-Smith is 355 million.
Okay,
And that
but
meanwhile-
that's 30 million forints, Hungarian forints. It's a lot less than you think it is.
If we look at Griff's net worth is 8 billion, Okay.
Yeah, not
I
dollars,
think
not U.S. dollars, not U.S. dollars. It's another
On
currencies.
your books. On your books. And we know
well,
your books are cooked.
I don't know. I can't talk
Those
about that on the air.
books.
Wow.
Actually, I got to tell you, the person who cooks your books, he's a good book cooker. I've used them before. He's very cheap, very efficient. Let me tell you that.
And just so you guys know, me, Griff Calzone, is suing both of you guys. It's a notice of action.
Action,
Now,
notice of action.
Pete, this book cooker, is he a part of your family or what?
He used to be
You
part
know,
of
when
the
I
family.
say family, the family.
Of course. So as you know, I have 3 sisters that are all in federal penitentiary. He was one of the brother-in-laws to my middle sister, Helga. She's in federal penitentiary. So when she went to the penitentiary, they got divorced. But he can cook a good book. He's an accountant, licensed by the state of Illinois, if you know what I'm talking about. Just in case you don't know what the air quotes mean, if you know what I'm saying there. So yeah,
Okay.
my middle sister, she knew how to pick them. She's been married 5 times, but this guy was the good one, and he got away.
I
I mean,
want
he
to
ran
shift
away. He
gears.
went to prison.
I want to shift
Good
gears.
times,
Let's
good times.
talk about Pete Panzerotti's diamond mines that he stole from me, Griff Calzone. He has 6 leases on diamond mines that were in my name, and now all of a sudden they're in Pete's name, and it's tied up in the courts right now.
Listen. Back in 1987, when I first met yous at the used car lot, okay, we were used car salesmen together. Remember that? I proposed to you that we had a time travel business, and you took that time travel business and you turned it into a toilet making business, and you made your first million on that toilet making business. So that is revenge, okay? Our Kyrgyzstani mines are in my name because of the toilet. That's just what we call revenge. You understand?
Well, it's in
So are
litigation.
you saying you might
So,
take him to court? I mean, I know a good lawyer.
I got the best
Blinky
lawyers in the
McBlinky
world.
face will can definitely
Good lawyer.
handle this case.
Blinky McBlinky Face is a good lawyer, but my lawyers, and there are multiple of them, are even better. Okay, they have never lost 50% of the cases to Griff Calzone.
Well, no one
50%
could
of the
top.
time they win.
No one could top Ben Berkowitz.
It was with Bankowitz, remember? It was Ben
Bankowitz. That's right. Yep, Bankowitz.
Yeah, I know Ben. We go way back. But unfortunately, I've got the law firms of Miskowitz, Markowitz, and Feinberg, and all of them are Chicago tough people. They tried out for the Bears, in the 80s, and then they became all lawyers, and they're pretty scary there. I'm on permanent retainer on that law firm because of how much business I give to them. Okay, I've never paid a bill because of all the money that I give to them. Okay, permanent retainer. You're not on permanent retainer with Ben Bankowitz. I'm on permanent retainer with my guys.
We'll have to
They
see.
certainly have the name for a law firm. I'll tell you that.
That's right. As a good devout Catholic myself, I gotta be representative of the people. Minkowitz, Moskowitz, and Feinberg. They're fine people. Is all I'm trying to say. They have an office in downtown Chicago. It's right next to an Italian-style sandwich shop where they have the deep dish pizzas. So every time I go there, I go and I stop in for the competition, and I have a little Chicago-style food. Also, Chicago-style hot dogs. They literally make them inside their offices. It's a law firm, and it's a Chicago-style hot dog vending place. It's wonderful.
We're not
worried.
We're not.
Have you got any of your lawyers to get on streaming? I mean, really, literally, all it takes is a phone and a headset, and they're good to go. I mean, that's all it takes to be a streamer these days. Join SPTV.
I don't think they would do that. They rather be inconspicuous, if you know what I mean. They might also be having a couple charges on their end, like the wonderful law firm of the New York peoples. I can't say the name legally, but Griff knows that law firm in Buffalo. Those 2 guys, one Italian, one non-Italian guy, and the non-Italian guy went to prisons.
The other guy kind of looks a little like Aaron.
Well, let me tell you my secret. I mean, I used to spend a lot of time editing videos, and then I realized, look, all I got to do is go live. And it's cut my editing time in half. I had no editing. I get super chats. I mean, that's the way. That's the way to go. That's the ticket. So spread the word.
Let me tell you this, Levin. I don't like how you're talking about the church in your videos. I don't like how you're talking about me. You got to understand my investors. My investors see this stuff. My mother, my father, my brother, my Aunt Sally, Aunt Peg, Uncle Pete see this stuff, and you got to understand where I'm coming from.
Uncle Pete, you got an Uncle Pete?
I do. It's not you, but I got an Uncle Pete.
I'm not your uncle anymore. You know I'm not your uncle anymore. There was a divorce back then. Come on.
I know.
I didn't know there were so many Calzones in the world.
You're the one who divorced You're the one who divorced my sister. Okay. Remember that.
Hey, Griff. What's the Calzone family reunion like?
See, that's confidential stuff, my friend.
Well, I mean, 30.
I can tell you 40. What a Panzerotti is like.
Yeah.
Panzerotti family reunion is great because all my family's in federal penitentiaries. So it's just a big Skype call. There's about 10 people on. I got my great grandfather's on there. He's like 120. Yeah. I got my grandfather's on there. He's like, in his 90s. And I got my dad. I got my mom. I got my 3 sisters. I got 2 ex-brother-in-laws, my niece and my nephews. I got a lot of them. Cool. And then, various other cousins. And we all just meet on Zoom. I'm the only one who's not in prison. How that happened, I don't know. Praise the Lord up there. I don't know.
And meanwhile, in the interim,
that's why I remained devout to my church because of it.
Pretty much all of my family is in the business. They're all write-offs. Am I right?
They're all bums. That's what he's saying. The
I'm going to be adding you to the lawsuit. I'm going to be suing you for slander and libel. Nobody talks about Griff Calzone like that.
Bring it on. I win 50% of them.
You will respect the Calzone.
I gotta say one thing, guys. Does this look crooked? The sign look crooked?
A little bit.
I mean, I don't know if it's the wood or the sign. It's just really bugging me.
You installed that yourself?
I installed it myself, but I think I made the wood crooked. The sign looks level. I can't tell.
I got a guy who can help you.
Yeah? What's his name? Or is he in federal penitentiary?
He might be getting out tomorrow, so then he might be booked through the weekend, but he'll get to you. He's we call him the leveler.
Work release program.
More than one. Keep that under your nose. Parole might be a thing, the board, whatever. We call him the leveler because he literally levels things out, both metaphorically and literally. So, he could go there and he could balance that out and then maybe balance your books. But like I said, keep the name to the wraps. I will PM you later with that information. Right. Good old Chicago book, by the way.
I'm sorry, man.
I got a question, guys. I want to know which one of you bums stole my watch, my $755,000 watch you guys stole in my hometown, and I want it back.
Listen, as the former owner and patron of several pawn shops, I can tell you it was not worth that much money. Okay, because I used to, I'm big on the pawning, that. And I can tell you that watch is not worth that much money. Not to tell you that I stole it, but I can take a picture of it. I didn't steal. Listen, I didn't steal nothing. Okay, just because I'm a pawn expert. Okay.
Right.
That's where I spent most of my 30s was in the pawn shops. Okay, I'm just telling you.
Hey, Destiny Salazar over here asks, "What's your monetized status, fake Ron?" I just want to say, leave some super chats. We'll read them at the end. All
right,
we'll take care of that. Just giving her a heads up. We like to get super chats.
For legal purposes, I'm not allowed to receive any compensation because I don't pay taxes. But that's a whole other thing.
Gotcha.
I don't want the IRS on me. Come on. I mean, who knows? Every April 15, you have to pay taxes. I didn't know that till I was 47 years old. Jeez.
Well,
who knew? They don't teach you that in school.
If we could have a even though we're enemies, I could teach you some ways to fake up the numbers. And, you got to fake up the numbers. It's easier than paying taxes.
I guarantee I know all your ways, but if you want to humor me, let's go. As I said, I got a book cooker. Best one.
Speaking of being humored, Griff, I just got a text from my mother. I don't know if we could bring it up on the screen here.
Yeah, sure thing.
Bring that up there.
Oh,
there we go.
It's nice. I don't get texts from my mother.
Wait. That's the wrong text.
Oh, okay. Let me try to remove it.
Remove that. That's
I'm not good at this.
I shouldn't have.
I shouldn't be
sharing that information.
Give me a couple seconds.
I think I just doxed someone.
I don't know that word. I can't read well.
Gotta give me a few seconds to remove this, guys. It's not a Commodore.
Oh my God!
Take that. Well, I guess you got one of those moles, informant moles, in the church or whatever that thing is.
If this was a Commodore, I could already had this removed.
Oh man!
64.
I'm gonna
get violated. That one.
I mean, I have to make a really important phone call. Unless O's is watching at this immediate moment, I mean, I don't know how they would catch that, but oof, that was a mistake. Sorry.
Yeah.
He can't help it. He grew up in a cult.
Yeah.
He did grow up in a cult. He didn't grow up on the mean streets of Chicago or Buffalo, Illinois, or Buffalo, New York, and Chicago, Illinois. Clearwater. There's even tougher streets, Clearwater in New York. What a tough neighborhood that is. So I get it. You're all in your little cult thing. I understand.
Yep.
So what up, you bum? I didn't steal your watch, by the way. I know that you gave me a watch back in 1994. Remember that for my birthday?
Yep.
And it said Rolex, but it had 2 L's. Okay, that was the first mistake that you made. Because even though I wore that thing for 10 years afterwards, when I went to the pawn shop, they said, "You moron, this got 2 L's on the Rolex. It's not real. It's worth, $2-3 at most. So why would I want to steal your watch? Because you gave me a fake one for my birthday."
Well, that was a $75,000 watch. I bought that on the street in New York City, and they said it was real.
2 L's. Rolex doesn't have 2 L's.
That's the real Rolex has 2 L's.
But in the
you got head, my friend. You got head. Okay, that's what you get for shopping in New York City. Okay, should have gone to Chicago. I would have gotten you a real Rolex on the streets for 90% less.
Leven-Smith sells. What's your sponsors, Leven? Do you have Rolex?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You got sponsors.
Have I mentioned? Checking out, getting a Bridge wallet. The Bridge wallet will take you from OT0 to OT8 in approximately 3.5 years. This video is sponsored by Bridge, and if you use the code FakAaron, you'll get 25% off your new order, and you'll have a chance to win a new Hennessy Dodge Caravan minivan. So it's win-win situation.
Now I got a question: does the van run on Hennessy? But does the van run on Hennessy, or will there be Hennessy's in the van?
The Hennessy thing really confuses me. Yeah, it really confuses me how they got Hennessy out of a minivan, but. Probably just with all the DWIs people are getting driving them minivans. They just thought it was appropriate to name it. I don't blame them.
Because I'm telling you, Griff, back in 1999, you used an I. We had a car that was, alcohol instead of fuel. And the problem was we drank all the alcohol. And so we didn't have anything to put in the car to make it run. So I'm just saying, maybe we have a lawsuit on our hands. Maybe we can sue Dodge Chrysler, and I can get 55% of the money, and you can get nothing. How about that?
Well, how about this? I didn't tell you back then, and everything, the statute of limitation is expired, but I sold the patents to that to an oil company. So, that was worth a lot of money back in 1999.
I had the feeling you did. I had a feeling you did.
Silver Spoon put up a great question. FakAaron, who is your favorite blogger? I'm going to let you guys shoot first, and then I will. I'll circle back to that question. Oh, I mean, my non-favorite blogger. Oh well, that makes it 10 times easier. My non-favorite blogger. I'm going to go with Justin Bieber. Is he a blogger?
I haven't heard of that guy before in my life. What about you, Griff?
Yeah. I haven't heard of any Beavers either. Maybe leave it to Beaver.
I think it's Bieber.
I know what the Beaver is.
Yeah, leave it to Bieber.
Canada,
that was the show. That's what I'm talking about.
No
I think he started blogging after Leave It to Bieber, the show.
Could be.
Oh, that was my guy.
I don't really watch any blogging. I spend all my day working hard, making legitimate money, guys.
Yeah. Well, 10x. Hey, how's the federal indictments treating you?
Well, those are all fake, false, and fraud, as you know. Okay, my businesses are legit.
Yeah.
And
I've done plenty of research, plenty of videos. I mean, I think I got you pinned, and now don't quote me, but I have a feeling the next 2-3 years, Griff, you're gonna be in a federal penitentiary. All right. I mean, that's just my guess. This is
the problem. We got people thinking they're stars like Leven-Smith, saying all this fake fraud and false news. And meanwhile, all the lawsuits against me have been dropped. The media, the mainstream media doesn't report that because they're criminals, and people don't talk about the truth. Okay,
right.
I've made more millionaires than anyone in the world.
What happened to my hair?
Oh, I don't know. I think we lost Pete too.
Something's going on.
Hopefully Pete comes back too.
He's probably still on his daylight savings.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That was
nice.
Quick.
That's cool.
That was quick. Yeah, I've been occasionally just doing one button lower each stream. I think it's appropriate. Yeah. Soon the shirt will just be off. But what do you know?
No, black's a good color for you.
Oh, thank you. I have about 17, 18 black shirts in the closet. And then I have a new Under Armour shirt. I rocked it last night. So
nice.
More to come.
Good. At least that light of yours is working. Am I right?
The light?
Yep.
Oh yeah. It's hanging in there. I probably have about 30 minutes to go, but
I'm telling you how mad
it's actually
I am.
been acting up. It's been acting up really funny. So I don't know.
Okay.
What happened there?
We'll have to see what happened.
I don't know. Was the ATF at your house again, or is that gonna be later on tonight?
Last time it was the Protestants. This time it's you. I know it's you. You're the one who's cutting off my. I know you are. You got a thing over there because I don't have a VPN. Okay, remember VPNs? There's another sponsor.
Yep.
I don't have one, so I know what you're doing, Griff. You're hacking into my computer and you're cutting me off. And I'm gonna prove it one day. Okay.
Well, it might be me. It might not. You'll never find out.
Since again, I gave them a wonderful letter. Okay, carefully crafted every word. And I signed it in calligraphies. There's no way that they're after me anymore. It's you, Griff. It's you. I know it's you.
You got a long road to prove anything there, Pete.
Yeah, the burden of proof is pretty high in those those cases.
Not to mention we could
those
look
accusations
at
like you.
Pete's crimes again. Pete's crimes are right up there.
Those are pretty.
Half of them are yours. You're the instigator of most of those crimes.
Yep, and they go up and up.
I have to say, I don't like you, Griff. You're a bum, but I like your graphs.
Thank you. And we could look at Levin's crimes.
I guess you're welcome.
Those are mine?
Yep, these are your crimes.
Those
go up every year.
Why was 2009 or
That's when you start speaking out
2008?
against. You start speaking out against the church, and your life went in a downward spiral.
Well, I mean, as a Sea
a lot of
Org,
crimes.
as a young Sea Org, I mean, I was speaking out, but it just was. I was what you call under the radar.
You were in communication with both Marty and Mike Rinder since 2008. It's a verified fact.
But not Marty. Not Marty was running for Clearwater mayor. That's another Marty, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's another one. All right.
Who are you getting this information from, Griff?
Well, I have individuals that give me information. All right, you'll never know who they are. All right, you were acting as a mole and spy.
Names. Yep. I'll give you their names. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I appreciate
Levin's been acting as a mole and a spy.
I always knew you were a rat bastard.
Listen, Griff and I shared a Rolodex for about 20 years, and I got that Rolodex in storage, and I'm waiting on a rainy day to show that Rolodex to the federal officers. Okay, rainy day coming.
Oh yeah,
yep. That Rolodex is going to take you down, Griff.
It's true.
Pete, I know you don't live too far from me. I mean, I'm going to charge up that scooter and probably head over to you, in the near future.
Well, that's good.
Maybe we could share some information.
That's great. I got a farm here. I got a big restaurant. Only Chicago style foods at the restaurants. We get quite a numbers. Thanksgiving Day, Christmas days, and mostly we close on Mondays. Sometimes on Thursdays, and then also if I'm indicted, we're also closed, which happens now regularly. I'm in the court at least once every couple months or more. But Clearwater, Illinois is a beautiful town. It's basically just me's. It's what we call an unincorporated hamlet, and so I'm also running at the time to become mayor of my farm, which is basically Clearwater, Illinois. And I will be the only person who votes, and I'll probably win. But that's a project I've been working on for a long time. But I gotta tell you, you're more than welcome here. I got a big house. Pete, be careful. I happen to know that FakAaron hates being talked over. My mistake. I'm so sorry about that. Where are my manners? I got Midwestern, sensibilities here. I'm so sorry.
I think she means now we should do it even more. Am I right?
I think that was sort of like an insinuation to continue badgering me.
Bigots don't get to talk, Levin.
Yeah. Well, Griff is from New York, and New York are bums, and they're all rude. I'm from Illinois. We have our Midwestern politeness here.
You guys are both
that's
bigots.
The difference.
Bigots don't get to talk.
Oh man!
I've only been called that twice in my life. Once by you, and once by an actual bigot. So now I'm terrified. New York. Rude people there. Always pushing people on the streets.
This just came across my desk, and I was probably going to do a video about it later with Reese, but someone called FBI Secret Agent 9415 claiming that he's some kind of sick. He's sick of this place, as everyone's a dick and the food is bad. L. Ron Hubbard saying he's actually alive, back from a vacation at Disneyland, and he was about to release OT9, but he just watched Barbie, and that shit blew his mind.
I heard that's a good movie.
There's going to be a total rewrite. I wouldn't really put it past them if they rewrite the whole golden age of tech again after that Barbie movie, but that's neither here or there. But the time he's done with the BT nonsense, and he's dismantling all the power structure. So,
wow,
I mean, that's just rumor.
Not allowed to
that's just rumors.
I gotta ask a question, guys. All right, now you guys are checking the church, and how come you don't attack the Mormon church or the other churches around? Okay, why is it always the church that makes people money?
Makes people money. Take a look at Griff. Take a look at your bank account prior and post you being involved in this organization, and tell me who's taking whose money.
That's a good question, Griff. I mean, I'm taking part of it.
I mean, are you able to move objects with your fingers? Are you able to stop hurricanes?
See, folks, you guys, they prove my point. These two are bigots, and they're no good, and they're under investigation. Their movements will be monitored, and complete failures.
The moment that you can make a pizza with your mind, then I'm going to join your church.
My OT levels are confidential.
No. What level have you got up to, Griff?
It's confidential. You know. Once you
I
make
could look it up in
status,
Freedom Magazine. We have Freedom Magazine here, Griff.
Bigots don't get.
I've been waiting for this to call you out for months, and you can't answer a simple question.
Let's talk about once again the crimes of Leven-Smith. All right, he had this once he left the church. Once he left the church, he tried to do real estate with Rinder, and it was under investigation. The church found out they had people that they weren't even licensed, and they had to abandon. They left Clearwater in shambles, folks.
Coming from a guy who's squirreling the tech.
I've known Griff for 36 years. Does it all the time. This is what he's like. You bring up a good criticism, like, show me the receipts, show me your superpowers, show me the fact that, you've got the money you got. And what does he do? He calls you a bigot. Yeah, I've been called a bigot 300 times in my life, in 36 years since I've known him. Okay, I don't even know what the word means. It's lost all of its meaning.
My investors watch this stuff. My family watches this stuff. The damage to my reputation is you can't even comprehend it, folks.
I'm an investor and was part of your family, and I'm calling you a bum.
Well, see, he's just sore that I'm winning in life and he's not winning in life.
I'm winning. I got a restaurant that makes pizzas. Okay.
Meanwhile, Leven-Smith could barely keep his mic on and his microphone on. He can't even do math.
Listen, we got another news story straight off of. I hate to mention the guy's Substack here, but Tommy Davis saying he's sorry that he was such a raging a-hole for so long, and can they please be best friends and maybe go hang out at a comedy club or something sometime. He's trying to take himself less seriously. And it follows that up with Xenu saying he's tired of all this S and is looking for more old decommissioned space planes. What are they, DC-9s?
Griff is not allowed to hear that word.
He may get pneumonia. Well, yes, cover your ears, Griff. He's looking for some more decommissioned space planes, a.k.a. DC-9, so he could maybe bring another volcano here and, I don't know, reset the planet?
Now, this is silly putty, folks. All right, these guys are just foaming off at the mouth. They need to get some churching up, am I right? Once again, here's the crimes of Leven. All right, you can't be trusted. Pete can't be trusted. We got people investigating their malfeasance and their crimes.
Name one crime.
You can't even pronounce my name correctly.
That's not my problem. That's your problem, Pete.
How is that my problem? You're the one who's doing the pronunciation.
However I pronounce it, that's your name. All right?
It's not true. I'm not a member of the Goonies family. Okay? I'm not a Goonies family member anymore.
No.
I hate to say it, Pete, I've been going slightly easy on you today, bud. I mean, there's
bring it on. What do I got to hide?
Closet.
I'm an open book. There's a lot of stuff in my closet, by the way.
Right.
I'll admit that there's a lot of skeletons.
How many bodies?
There's a lot of files. I got a lot of offshore bank accounts. Okay, mainly from the Caymans and Ireland and Liechtenstein, especially. But you want me to? I'm an honest man. Okay.
Right.
You want to know about my skeletons? Ask. Okay. I got a lot of them. Griff, he plays and pretends like he's a good man because he's involved in this Scientology crap, which he's been trying to sell me since 1987s. And he ain't going to do it yet because I'm a devout Catholic. Okay. Just don't ask many questions about my actual, how much I donate to them. But still, okay, I'm a good man. But Griff Calzone is a bum.
Good for what? Am I right?
Listen, what do you think? What kind of skeletons do you think I have in my closet? Yes, I've been indicted on fraud. I'm a money launderer.
No.
I've been attempted grand larceny 6 times. Okay, armed robbery about 4 times. Like, what do you want?
No,
I mean,
none of that.
for a guy
None of
from
that
Chicago,
fazed
I'm
me,
a saint.
Pete. None of that fazed me, Pete. I have a feeling there's human skeletons in that closet.
I didn't kill him. I think. I might have to go and check on something later, but that's besides the point. I'm pretty sure that I've not done that. I mean, okay, recently, but still, I mean, I'm just a solid, honest, decent, hardworking restaurant owner who wants to give quality pizzas, hot dogs, and sandwiches to people who come to my farm. What's the big deal?
Well,
sandwiches,
I
Italian sandwiches with
have to
hot
interject here
Genoese salami.
because my team, okay, I got my team, my investigators, okay, they uncovered that Pete is not from Illinois. He's from New Jersey City, Jersey. And that's where he's reporting
That's not true. I'm not from that dump.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Yep, the information I received and reports I gathered.
Well, that's wrong. Look at my accent. You don't think this is a Chicago accent? You think this is from Jersey?
We studied the accent for years, and that's the result.
You're some sort of a chameleon, Panzerotti.
What a Panzerotti! Don't ever listen. The Panzerotti is God's food. Okay, God eats Panzerottis. He told me himself in church last Sunday, which I may or may not have actually been there. I may have been there for witness purposes, but maybe not actually there. Doesn't matter. Okay, a Panzerotti is a wonderful, wonderful smaller version, okay, of the calzone, which is a bum's food. It's fried and it's got cheese and pepperonis and peppers and mushrooms. It's the most delicious, wonderful thing in the world. You could hold it in your hand, and unlike Calzone over there, who has a calzone that's the size of like a dictionary, he's eating it. It looks like a slob. Okay, that's what he looks like when he's stuffing the calzones into his mouth.
Sorry, bigots don't get to talk. Now you're talking about my likeness, and my investors don't want to hear that fake, false, and fraud stuff. Am I right?
I'm one of your investors. I keep telling you, and I want to hear the criticisms. I'm at least one of them. And I don't know these other investors. We have these meetings every quarter, and I'm the only one there.
My family, my Aunt Marie watches these streams, okay? And I can't take, what I mean? My likeness is in jeopardy.
Same thing, over and over and over again. 36 years of this, okay? 36 years. And then he's telling me I'm a fake and I'm a bum. Look at this accent. You don't get this accent from the East Coast. You get it from the Midwest. How much more? I mean, what do I have to do? Do I have to devour 10 wonderful, delicious Chicago-style hot dogs on this stream in order to prove to you that I'm from Chicago? I mean, there's only mustard on the dog. I'm not going to put ketchup on there. That's at least 50% of the reason of why I'm from Chicago is because I don't like ketchup. I like the mustard. Like, what's going on? What do you need? What kind of proof do you need? You see my birth certificate, Griff. You made my birth certificate. Remember?
We need the proof because my likeness is in jeopardy. All right. And
10 years ago,
my investors are starting to back out. And
let me explain. 10 years ago, we were going to open a hotel in Vietnam. We had to get documents. Okay. You saw my birth certificate. You know that I was born in Chicago.
Well,
documents.
I just don't like how I'm treated. All right, and mainly Leven-Smith is guilty of crimes too. All right, all these videos have to stop. We're going to be taking his channel down.
You know what? I don't think Leven-Smith is bald. I'm just going to put it out there. I think the man has hair.
I agree with you.
I'm just saying.
That's a bold statement, my friend.
Just
a bold statement.
Nothing about Leven is true.
I think you got a lush, full head of hairs. What was that? What was that? Right there. You see?
No, that was a fluke in the StreamYard system.
Oh, so StreamYard adds hair that takes away your hair. Okay, I can believe
I think it brings pictures of my older years and just superimposes them on there at some points. That's really all I know.
I can believe that. Yeah.
One of my other main beefs with Leven-Smith is the 1992 IAS Awards when he said he was inspired to be a Scientologist from Mr. DM, and now he's backing it up and saying that wasn't the truth. What is the truth, Leven? Come on, Leven. Tell us the truth, Leven. Come on, Leven. What's your name, Leven? Come on, Leven.
The IAS event was not when I decided that I wanted to be a Scientologist. All right. I was working at a LAN center, the internet center. And, I was a little promiscuous on the internet, and I looked up a couple things about Scientology, and I saw that there's aliens involved. And, I figured that's for me. That's for me. And that's how I got involved.
I want to remind the folks at home that these are the crimes of Leven-Smith. 2008, he started up his malfeasance when he started speaking out the church with his idol, Mr. Mike Rinder. And the crimes have been going up ever since 2008, folks, when he was acting as a Mullen spy for working for a Scientology company.
Can you hold on one second? My light's about to die, or my light just went off.
I got a little problem with that graph. It looks like, from my perspective, it goes from 2008 to 2018 to 2012, then to 2022. Is that right?
Well,
because if that's right, that's not a graph.
You're not off the hook, Mr. Pete, because here's your graph goes up just as fast.
Holy crap.
Okay, first of all, I got to tell you, 2008, that's only half of the crimes I committed. You don't remember 2008, you bum, because you were drunk in every single bar in Buffalo in 2008. That's the year you mysteriously disappeared and went off to, some place. And I found you in the alleyway of a Buffalo Wild Wings on Sheridan Boulevard. You were drunk off your butt, and you took my money, that we were going to invest in that Vietnamese hotel, and you drank it away at Buffalo Wild Wings. And you also, by the way, do you remember this? You probably don't remember this. You ate the spiciest wings at Buffalo Wild Wings. You won a competition, and I have the Polaroid of you drunk on your ass, sauce all over your face, with a T-shirt that says "I ate the spiciest wings at Buffalo Wild Wings." I have it. That was your 2008,
folks,
buddy.
Can we believe someone that has a negative?
I was flying around the world.
Can we believe someone has negative net worth, folks? I don't believe so. It's almost
I'm telling you, it's not U.S. currencies. I use other currencies. Okay, some of them are from countries that don't exist anymore. Don't tell that to the IRS. Just because I use Prussian Deutschmarks doesn't mean I'm a bad guy.
I have a feeling my light exploded or something. Wow. My light exploded.
Look at that.
See what happens, folks, when you talk against the church?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. What was that?
It's my blue light. I mean, I've been trying to fix it for years. It finally just crapped out.
See, this is the thing. I'm a devout Catholic. I side with the church. Okay, that's your problem. You go against it. You don't go against the church. You side with the church. That's why I've got immunity. Okay.
Well, thank you for siding with the church, because
you make friends. You make friends with the enemies. Okay. Just telling you.
What's wrong with Leven over there?
I'm just wondering.
I think he inhaled a bit of the smoke.
I know he did.
You inhaled the smoke there, yeah.
See what happens, folks, when you give up on the church.
Something.
The purification rundown will get all that out of you. So I hear.
Leven is so busy making videos he forgets to eat, and it's throwing off his balance of his body.
For a man who's not bald, he certainly looks like he's bald. I don't know what I was saying there. Anyways, you know what, Griff? You're a bum. And I'm fixated on your frauds. That's what I am. I can't even talk anymore. I'm so angry over these accusations. Okay, you know what you did. Okay, you know what you did times 30. We had a wonderful friendship trying out to make a time machine back in 1989. Okay, we were close to it, and then you went off somewhere to a Buffalo Wild Wings or a Joe's Crab Shack or a Sonic somewhere on Sheridan Boulevard, your favorite place in the world. And, I found you in that alleyway. And that day, okay, that I found you in the alleyway was the worst day of your life and the greatest day of my life because I have leverage. Okay, that's why.
Well,
and that's what you have to remember.
I remember things a little differently. We were good
of
friends
course
until you
were drunk off your ass.
You stole the leases to my African diamond mines, and things have never been the same before. After that,
you know that paperwork was phony in the first place. You were the one who forged it.
Well, see, it's not. That's not true. My investors see these videos. My investors, my family, my mother, my father, my uncle, my aunts, and
I know your aunt too. Your aunt. I'm the one who spends her birthdays. I sent your aunt a card every birthday, and I gave her a gift certificate for Portillo's every single time. The gift certificates, okay, no money on them, and there may be forgeries, but I send them to your aunt.
Well, I even gave you, in good faith, I gave you a gift certificate to Blockbuster, and
I know, 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yep. There's none of them anymore.
Very nice of me.
Okay, it was a nice gesture if it was 1993, but it was 2023. Actually, it was 2021.
No,
you know what I gave Griff?
Actually, it wasn't from Blockbuster. Wallet. It wasn't from Blockbuster. It was from Hollywood Video.
Leven-Smith always has to worry about his bottom line over there because his businesses are all failing.
I get it. He's doing the most trustworthy wallet. You can fit about 10 cards in this guy. I mean, it's really. What would you do without it? And now use code suppress a person to get a additional Ridge wallet and put yourself in the running for a Hennessy car. The car drives on actual Hennessy fuel. So
okay,
why not?
Another missed opportunity for us, Griff. Now I got one question about that wallet. Let's say I'm at the airport and the TSA people are trying to mess with me, and I got some secret information in that wallet. Will it come up on the X-ray machines? Or will it be blocked? Will Bridge Wallet block the X-rays in my wallet? Because that's the bottom line for me. If you say yes, I'm getting the wallet. If you say no, I got to move on.
What do you have in your wallet?
That's none of your business, and I can't legally tell you. But there's some information in there. Legally speaking, my lawyer tells me not. But
Well, here's the thing, Pete. You're asking me the question, and I'm going to tell you, it'll block the X-rays.
Okay. All right.
Griff, on the other hand, you were to ask me, answer probably wouldn't be the same.
Well, Griff likes his LRH wallet. Am I right, guys?
You have
what a hack! You are a hack. Yeah. You are a hack, Griff. What a hack!
We do it the old school way over here. We use typewriters. Okay,
typewriters are nice machines. I got you there, and automatic typewriters too. I know you do a lot of writing.
Yep.
I use Tilex machine. What are they called? Tilex.
Telex.
Telex.
Good, yep.
Telex machines.
I just use the fax machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Usually it's clogged up with Griff sending me, coupons at the middle of the night. But every once in a while, they're actually good coupons.
Yeah.
For Subway sandwiches or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? One of his 25 companies, gives me coupons to start and all that kind of stuff.
That's
but
right.
Really, let's get back to you, Griff. You copied me. You see, what I did is I started back in 1987 when we met each other. I told you we got to get a program that begins with the word X because everything was X theirs. I said, hey, maybe we should do 10 or 20. You wanted to be safe, you did 10. I wanted to be risky, risk taker of the both of us. I said 20. All of a sudden, 36 years goes by, and this bum is on the internet advertising a 10X program. Who turned him on to that? It was me.
Oh, Pete is just sore that I was the first one at the office to get the copyrighted material copyrighted, folks. All right, so
Copyright. Okay, yeah, you copyrighted the entire letter X from the English alphabet, if I'm not mistaken, right? Every time somebody says X in public,
and
they
now
owe you
you
money.
every time you say the word X, you owe me money, and when you say it on the air, so it's more money for me.
You know what? My lawyers will give you a call. Okay, I'm on permanent retainer with all three of them. He's going to give Bankowitz another call. We'll get on a conference. We'll do a deposition, and we'll figure it out.
Sounds good.
Last time I got off last time because I promised you that I would cook you food. That's all this guy wants. He doesn't want any money half the time. He only wants food. I have a sneaking suspicion he doesn't have as much money, and he's hungry. And so if I give him a free meal, I'm off the hook.
Well, my lawyer likes golf
part.
tickets. We got to get him his subscription to the golf place.
That's true.
I have a feeling you'd write that off on your taxes, Pete.
Well, taxes.
If you
and
do
I
your
don't
taxes,
get along very well. I mean, they send them to me. I just don't want to pay them. You know, that's kind of a problem with me. Again, April 15. I learned this year. I'm supposed to submit every April 15 a tax.
Right.
Who? Not even I've been paying this accountant guy for 45 years. He doesn't tell me.
But 15th. Pete, I tell you, you know, it's not that you have to pay taxes. You got to cook the books a little bit, and you can get money back every year. That's what Griff does.
Well, of course you do, Griff, and that's
I'm sure Pete could cook
I know the type of rebates you be getting, Griff. Yep. I know them. We used to have the same accountant. We used to have the same personal manager. We used to have the same youth consultant. What happened to us, Griff?
You got to start getting those.
We had the same guru for a long time. Remember that spiritual guy who used to teach us how to meditate? What happened to us, Griff? We used to be thick as thin. Now we're like enemies.
Well, like I said, you stole the leases on my diamond mines in Africa, and I'm still mad. Those generate a lot of revenue.
And you stole my sister's heart. My beautiful second sister, Helga. You stole her heart, and then you broke it off with her, okay? That did the Panzerotti family a bit. So anything I did in previous times, nothing. That's my sister, who's now in federal penitentiary, by the way.
Not my problem.
For grand larceny. Attempted grand larceny, by the way. She didn't even do it, according to her. She attempted to do it and got caught for it.
So let's look through the chat here. Do we got any questions for these clowns
any
over
questions
here? Super chats, super stickers.
I'm not a clown.
Leven-Smith.
Okay, these gangsters and 10x conmen.
Levin's always thinking about his bottom line.
Yeah, well, you know, I got
my bottom line is that nobody asks me about the skeletons in my closet. Okay, that's my bottom line.
I've asked, but I maybe don't want to know the true answer.
Again, I had to check on something later, but that's fine. Okay, do we have any questions here?
Let's see.
There's some guy in the chat. His name is David Miskovich. Who's dead? He's asking a lot of questions.
Oh,
what is
Who's
he?
That guy.
Here? David Miskovich says, "Can you guys tone it down on making fun of my religion? It's really getting to me."
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know who it is.
You guys, you two bums and bottom feeders, you guys don't pick on the Mormons, am I right?
I mean, who would pick on them?
I don't know who it is.
I have no idea who this guy is. No idea. He's obviously not a Catholic, so I don't know. Maybe he's who would know that? I mean, this David guy. He's emailing me quite a bit now that I'm on my Hotmail address, and he's got a couple cease and desist letters, but they don't look too serious. I think I'll be fine. I'm gonna ignore them and put them in my junk mail.
We got Willie Weed in the house.
Hey Willie.
Oh yeah, hey Willie.
Sounds like something I used to smoke back in high school. Willie Weed.
He's a good guy.
Is he?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh! And Destinini Salazar. Destinini. I don't know if anyone saw Doug's live last night.
No, or some of it.
he had the hardest time. He said Seinfeld. That was cracking me up.
Well,
Jerry Seinfeld.
I did see part of that. That's because Doug's not taking my 10X program, so his life isn't working out too great right now.
Right. I mean,
sure, it's just today. Just today, it doesn't work out.
Vocabulary is a big part of 10X.
Yeah.
Well, because he licensed all the X's. 27 cents, super chat. Well, that's gonna go to his 10X program, and then you can get $2.70 out of there. If you want a real program, you come to the 20X because I'm gonna give you more than that. I'm gonna give you 20 times that 27 cents, guaranteed. Okay, it's a win-win for me and for you. Mostly for me, but also for you. Just saying.
Rev Girl says her Siri question got caught. Did you see a Siri question?
No, sorry. Ask it again if you could.
Yeah, write it down. Because then we're getting yelled at for totally ignoring.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I get yelled at a lot too.
It's not my fault. It's Leven-Smith's fault.
Who's P. Jensen?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, that bum? He's a New Yorker. He's a bum. He probably eats 10 crust pizzas.
Never heard of him.
I know a guy named Pete Jensen from Staten Island.
Is his name Jetson? Like George?
That's that guy. That's that guy Jetson. Who couldn't get 500 followers with a Mac Pro hanging out of his pants.
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah. He's from Staten Island. A lot of bums there.
Yeah, maybe
got to take the ferry to Manhattan. Why don't you just go to the better boroughs so you don't have to take a ferry? Like, what's wrong with you? Live in Manhattan. You can buy a closet for $8 million. Why would you go to Staten Island? Come on. Or go to Queens. You know who's from Queens? The former president of the United States. I can't say his name because we don't get political. That man is from Queens, okay? And the best part of Queens, okay? Bayside.
Bayside.
Once again, folks, this is Leven-Smith's negative net worth. All right? We've seen his negative net worth, and we see his crimes are climbing. Worth
is, I'm going to keep telling you, it's not in American dollars. It's in my own currencies. It's in a cryptocurrency called Panzerotti's dollars. And so negatives are actually positives in that currencies, okay? So
do you have any NFTs?
Many billions. It's a lot of those things too. Yes, NFTs. I got Bitcoins. I've got a lot of coins. I got Panzerotti dollars. They work in my restaurant, by the way.
Rev Girl, all
Panzerotti
the
dollars
comments,
for one Chicago dog.
All of the comments come to the same repository here. So if you're writing it on anyone's channel here, we'll see it.
Griff knows a lot about repositories, if you know what I mean. Or should I say suppositories?
Suppositories. Oh!
Hey. See, once again, guys, my investors see this stuff, and you're slandering and libeling my name, and there's going to be legal consequences.
I never know what you're talking about until you repeat it 3 times. My investors. We got it.
Well, see, now you're mocking me and my investors, my family sees and stuff.
Okay, there are 3 times.
You bring up these investors. You haven't mentioned one crime I'm guilty of.
You talk about my likeness on your channel just to get the views, the clicks, it's all
copyright infringement.
Yep.
I
guarantee you got. Listen. You got the face of someone who would commit copyright infringement. I know you do. All over your face says, I violate copyrights. Am I wrong? Come on.
I'm a fair user, my friend.
Yeah, you can't hide behind that. Tries to sleep
what is
behind
fair and who's using
use.
it? I got fair use too. Come on. I still get canned all the time with my fair use.
Fair use to me is me.
I had a channel. I had a YouTube channel up there for a couple months. I was doing Panzerotti recipes. And then YouTube says, you're gone. They send me an email to say I'm spamming people just because I'm doing 10 different Panzerotti recipes per day for 3 months. Panzerottis are wonderful. They need time, okay? That YouTube channel was my ticket out of this, financial situation that I'm in, and that's it done. So I think you are a violator of copyrights. Fake.
I'm reading comments here, and it's actually refreshing my mind. this Willie Weed asked who that Pete Jensen character was. I don't really like him personally, but yeah, it did make sense. I saw that interview he did with Rev Grill, so sort of jogged my mind there. So.
A lot of bums online. Jetson is one. Calzone is one. I'm a bum. I mean, want to get technical here? Come on. Yeah. You can call me a bum. I'm fine. You know,
well, I
embrace my bumness. You know.
And then there's other creators that show up, an hour late with the guise of daylight savings time. So
hey, that was Griff's fault. And as soon as I prove it, he's getting a cease and desist from my lawyers. Okay. I am never late. Pete Panzerotti is never late. A Panzerotti, when it comes out of the oven, is always on time, just like me. Okay? Yep. It's always perfect out of the ovens. Beautiful, warm, gooey, like me. Filled with hot salami, like me.
Very good.
Okay?
Oh, jeez.
Farmers and the ATF and the FBI were on my lawn giving me the finger wagging. And that's why I was late. And I know Griff did it. Griff is up to something.
So let's look through these chat. Let's look through these chats. See if we got any questions, or we'll make some.
All right, go ahead. I saw David Miscavige is now gone. Okay, good.
Oh, okay. I think he's in a helicopter with TC.
You know, he's probably the next visitor I'm going to get after this stream is done. What can you do?
We got to get him on the channel here one day. Tom Cruise. What do you think?
Yeah,
I think he'd do it.
Yep.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
You know a guy who knows a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy. Yeah.
There's probably some sort of Mission Impossible he could promote something.
I don't know if we can get Tom Cruise. We might be able to get a Tom Cruise impersonators, but
well,
it'll work out.
That'll work.
Second best thing, really.
Really?
Or maybe we'll just get one of his ex-wives. There's a couple of them.
That's it. Yeah, and again, I know a guy who knows a guy, so there you go.
Yeah, well, you are really, really connected, Pete. I have to hand it to you.
And you are not bald. There you are. Now you're bald again. I'm sorry. I take that back.
Leven-Smith playing his hocus pocus again.
I'm connected. I'm connected in ways that are sometimes illegal, and sometimes they walk the line between moral and unethical. You know, if you don't ask questions, then what I'm doing is absolutely illegal and ethical. What happened there? Now you're a cartoon.
Oh my gosh!
More Leven-Smith's little pranks to get viewers and clicks.
And what is
he's always got a scam, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He's the biggest scam on YouTube.
Look at that, not even bald. Look at that sad face, not bald.
He's probably gonna go crying to his idol, Mr. Mike Render, later.
I think
now I'm believing you a little bit, Griff, on the crimes thing. A little bit. I'm a little bit on the crimes thing. I think he's got crimes, fake Ron.
Yep.
I wonder what they are.
Well, we talked.
I don't know if you noticed, but every 15 minutes the shirt gets a little lower.
Okay, now you're trying to attract the female viewers here, but I got all that energy on me. Okay.
Anything
okay, you can get your abs and your washboard stomach, but they come from my accent. Okay, the ladies love a man from Chicago. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. You know how much Bears knowledge I got up here? Oh.
There's nothing close to a washboard over here.
Well, I think we should concentrate on Levin when he was working for a Scientology company, working as a mole and a spy in 2008, and feeding information to Mr. Mike Render, his idol.
Well, how would you know? You were unconscious for 2008. We just went through that. Jeez. You were the drunken haze.
Secondary information. Wow.
Secondary
information. That's hearsay.
You didn't remember our encounter at the alleyway beside the Buffalo Wild Wings. How are you going to make a stat about fake Ron over here. God, I know your life better than you do. And then all of a sudden you deviate, and now you're like the prince. Okay, now you're like sober, and you're walking straight all the time. Like, what happened to my friend Griff? He used to be a drunk. He used to be a dirtbag. He used to be fun, and now you're sober, and now you've got Scientology, and you're doing your solo auditing and your drug rundowns, and you're trying to get me involved. I want my friend back. Okay, I want the cheap.
I want my diamond mines back that you stole from me in Africa.
Sorry, I had to move my wall.
You do. Your wall's a little off.
What
about your light? Your light is good though. It's a little off. It's a little off. The sign's a little off too. I got my leveler friend.
You know.
See what happens, folks, when you talk bad about the church. Your life's a little off.
Yeah. Which church? Catholic Scientologists.
Any church.
Because when I talk bad about the Protestants, my internet goes out. You know what I'm saying? Well, I miss you, Griff. I mean, I hate you, and I think you're a bum, but I also miss the times that we had. 36 years of friendship, and all of a sudden,
my diamond mines back.
I keep telling you, you were unconscious. And when you wrote those, you gave them to me. How am I supposed to know that you didn't remember, Because
you made a fortune off of those mines.
Yeah, well, they went into my restaurant, okay? Excuse me for making the best Chicago dogs this side of the, Mississippi River, okay? Excuse me.
Have you ever heard of the Wiener Circle?
I have heard of that place. They're bums.
Yeah.
I make a better dog than all of them put togethers. But they do make a mean Polish sausage.
They verbally assault you as you,
all of them. Portillo's comes at me. Portillo's comes at me all the time. They think that they invented Chicago dogs and the hot beef sandwiches and all that. But my great grandfather invented all of that, and I have every document documented. What happened to fake?
We lost Leven-Smith.
Every document documented.
I have every document documented. All the recipes. My great grandfather came from Sicily's. He brought with him Polish sausages. Okay, Frankfurters. He created everything. Now Portillo's are a bunch of bums. That's why they're all bums. I don't know what's going on, Griff. Is the Church of Scientology took out a fake Ron or what?
Yeah, I don't know. He's like I said, his life is in a downward spiral since he talks bad about the church.
No, can you hear me?
Well, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's just that my phone died.
Okay.
Okay. He puts on his phone.
All that money makes me can't buy a decent.
We'll be up, and maybe I could actually do something in the meantime here.
He's got about 12 streams to do today, so he's busy. And I apologize. Oh, there you go. Okay. Looks a little messy. You're not bald, but that's okay.
Hold on.
You can't help it, folks. He grew up in a cult.
Yeah, what can I do?
I got that leveler. I'm going to give him a number.
To be continued. I'll be right back.
Right.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'll get this thing going.
Okay, Griff. There's a whole thing about this debate that we got to get through. A Calzone or a Panzerotti? Now, at the end of the day, you're a Panzerotti boy. You have to admit it to me. Okay? There's no way in God's green earth that you can sit there and eat a Calzone. Okay? Baked bread with your stuffing inside there. It's disgusting. Tell me that you love the Panzerotti.
I think, folks, we can agree immediately that the Calzone is a superior product. Everyone agrees.
You're delusional, Griff. Delusional. And I know,
no one
and everyone
in the chat has even heard of a Panzerotti.
Because it's so special. Okay, it's not common. Everyone knows the Calzone. The Calzone's on every cheap menu all across the United States of Americas. The Panzerotti is a special thing. You can only get it frozen in Canada. They're called Pillsbury Hot Pockets or Pizza Pockets, which are a disgrace to the Calzone, I'll admit. Or you can get them at my restaurant. That's how special they is. Calzone, they're everywhere. What the heck is he doing?
I don't know. That Leven-Smith, you don't know what he's doing. And he's just,
But we got to end this feud.
Okay? I know.
in the interest of peace, you just got to admit that the Panzerotti is better. Is that so hard?
I think that's a false statement. Everyone knows that the calzone is very delicious and it's mouth-watering. What is Levin doing?
I don't know, but he's got one of them scary things where he's got an image inside of an image inside of an image inside of an image. That terrifies. I tell you what,
you know, Leven-Smith is just absent-minded sometimes.
Well, absent would be the polite way of saying it. Yep. In Chicago, we call him a dummy and a bum.
And a bottom feeder.
You know. Well, we don't really have that many bottom feeders in Chicago because Lake Michigan is such a beautiful lake. We don't accept bottom feeders, so we don't really know what that is. Unfortunately, like Lake Ontario there with buffaloes. And Lake Huron or whatever the hell Lake Huron there. I had a Superior here. I don't know what Lake Huron there.
Lake Erie.
Erie. Oh,
the cleanest lake out of all of the Great Lakes.
Nah, Lake Michigan is the best lake ever. Okay, ever. No bottom feeders. There's all the bottom feeders are in Erie and frickin' Ontario.
The water is so clean in Lake Erie you could drink right from the lake.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that because remember Love Canal? Remember that place? That was out in your neck of the woods. You were invested in that. Weren't we invested in Love Canal? I think.
Yeah, we both lost some money on that one, Pete.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? That was the first thing that went wrong in our relationship, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that Erie Love Canal. Yeah. Too bad, when they're like, hey, nuclear power plants and radiation.
We thought it was a good idea.
I thought it was a wonderful idea. Who doesn't want to be next to a power plant?
I know.
Radiation.
Cheap energy until what happened, yeah.
We could have had L. Ron Hubbard.
Yep.
Well, L. Ron Hubbard was a nuclear physicist. He could have told us some stuff, huh?
Yep.
he was.
Too bad.
I think it's a fake Ron back.
Yeah, I think so. What you doing with it, Levin?
Technical problems. You got your mic plugged in. Your lights on. Fake Ron.
You hear me right?
He's caressing himself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah. No,
you look a little rough over there, fake Ron.
He's probably talking to Reese in the background.
I think so.
Well, me and her have we're going to talk to a Scientologist, a kid who was born into Scientology for, good half hour. He was in Scientology from 1 to 3 years old, but we're going to really jog his mind and see what he remembers about Scientology. It's going to be a really interesting interview, so I hope you tune in.
I'll be watching.
No. Yeah. Levin, now let me ask you a question. How do you feel good about yourself making an income off of making people look bad and feel bad and knowing that their families and investors watch these videos?
3 times, always 3 times, making a.
Well, I making a no excuse for my behavior, and I making a money. So whatever.
Well, see, that's folks. That's because he's a criminal and he only thinks about making money. And
you don't, Griff? You don't think about making money? Come on.
Do we have to look at?
You've got your OT levels to get through.
Let's look at
those OT levels. Aren't cheap, huh, Griff?
It's the crimes of Leven-Smith, folks.
Listen. I got one question for you, fake Ron.
Griff,
I would never ever
show my crimes one more time, and there's gonna be a problem.
Well, we got a problem already, all right? Because my likeness is on the line, all right? And
I got a question. I just got a simple question for fake Ron. Now, I would never move away from Clearwaters, Illinois, but let's say I wanted to buy a home in the Tampa Bay area. How would I do that, fake Ron?
Well, might I introduce you to Dream Realty? Dream Realty is based. I'm the owner of Dream Realty. We flip houses. We do anything from buy levels to ranches. We will find you your dream home. I mean, granted, you will be in the headquarters of the Scientology, but no PI should be roaming your house or roaming your area. You'll feel very safe in a house that FakAaron buys for, fines for you.
And I think Griff also bought a house from you a little while ago that was then repossessed last year. I think it was in walking distance of his Scientology establishment because he wanted to be closer to do his OT levels. Why don't you talk about his
thought
fraud?
that house was going to last? Come on.
Well, guys, it wasn't my fault. I had one of my associates do one of those shotgunning scams, and I took out 5 mortgages on the same day, and the banks did not take too kindly to that.
No.
Okay, there, Griff. Let's use those air quotes a couple times more, huh?
And how much in COVID relief funds did you?
I'm not currently able to talk about that right now.
No, ongoing investigation. Another one. Oh God.
Yeah.
You know what? I just got a call this morning from my lawyer. Griff Calzone apparently told the federal government that I've been violating the Third Amendment. You see any soldiers in here? Huh?
Does that count him as a cooperating witness?
I think
he told them that there's British soldiers. I'm boarding British soldiers in my home. How ridiculous is that? The war's been over for what, 200 years at least? Who's got the soldiers? A bunch of British guys came into my establishment and they wanted some pizzas. That's not boarding soldiers. What's wrong with you, Griff?
Well, we don't know for sure that Griff did that.
We don't know for sure. Your lawyer, Bankowitz, called my lawyer, Feinberg, and they had a powwow talk that's going to cost me $6,000.
Well, anything my lawyer says is confidential.
So you have nothing to say about that.
And Aaron, you're in enough hot water. You should probably keep your mouth shut.
No, because you go after other people, and then when someone tries to, call you on a little bit of BS, it's, oh, you're in hot water. You do this, you do that.
You're violating the Third Amendment of the United States.
Once again, folks, this is silly putty. If you guys believe these two bottom feeding, double dribbling, defective reptiles, then I got some land to sell you in Clearwater. Am I right?
I am not offside. I don't double dribble. I am not offside. I am right in the lane of the courts, going for you, my friend. Like Michael Jordan going from one side of the court to the other side of the court. No double dribbling, no offside, no Pete, double steps. I'm going to shoot that Hail Mary. It's going to go in before the buzzers, and I'm going to get my $6,000 back.
So mad, Pete, that in 1992 you were supposed to go to a football game with me, and O.J. Simpson was playing, and we know what happened the year after that. So
it's just a coincidence.
No,
just a coincidence.
What happened a year after that?
Well, it's someone, and it's not true, but somebody did some bad stuff to someone named Nicole and the waiter guy, and it wasn't
because listen. Just because that night he took an airplane ride from Los Angeles to Chicago, I was not there. You can't prove that. I greeted him at the airport.
Maybe he wanted a deep dish pizza.
And it's a verified fact.
Wonderful deep dish.
In the hotel, he broke a glass and his hand got hurt. Bleeding real bad in the hotel room.
Yeah. Wasn't on my establishment.
Completely normal thing to happen.
Yeah.
Of course. Coincidence. The glove didn't fit. It wasn't a quit.
Nope.
Okay.
You can't believe anything about that blood evidence.
I do. I believe everything about that evidence that, and I'm innocent on that charge. By the way, he played for the Bills, which means everyone in Buffalo is partly responsible. And even though he took the flight to Chicago, it doesn't mean anything because you cannot prove that I greeted him at the airport. Just saying.
Well, it's still under investigation.
It's semi-ongoing.
What did they call you, CJ? Or you drove that Bronco? What was your name?
No, that was not me. I've never been to the great city of Los Angeles, California, even though I lived there for 3 years. I've never been there.
I've never been there, yet I lived there for 3 years.
Oh yeah, AC.
You can't prove it. I had a residence in Santa Monica for 3 years, but I was never there. I had a residence, but I was never at the residence.
We're gonna check the tapes.
Okay, the Bronco was on the 405. I've never been on the 405. You can't prove it. I don't even know what the 405 means. In Chicago, we have wonderful, wonderful, wonderful freeways. I don't need to go out there to the West Coast to drive on the 405. So if you have the Polaroids to back it up, that's fine, but you got nothing.
All right, listen, folks, I think we got to wrap it up soon. I have an IAS fundraiser for the Aftermath coming up soon.
Okay.
I got money to make.
You know, yeah.
I got to make another pizza.
I could have called that one.
Well, listen, I've been experimenting on my great-grandfather's deepest dish pizza that got him kicked out of Chicago, and I think I almost got it. So,
the deepest of the dishes.
There. It's so deep, he got kicked out of Chicago by Elliot Ness himself.
Thank you for the super chat.
$30,000.
$30,000. Jeez, Chad.
Gonna roll that right in my 10x
I
program.
borrowed some money from you. Oh my God.
I gotta get monetized. I'm doing the wrong thing.
I gotta get my channel back.
So does anyone have anything to promote? I mean, besides their horrible
my legal fund,
schemes?
My legal fund. You can donate. I got an Indiegogo. I got change.org. I got all those things going on. I got to buy me a coffee. I got to buy me out of court. That's a new website called Buy Me Out of Court. And you can donate. The minimum is $10,000.
Yeah.
Yep. I also the bail bondsman. I mean, that guy. We're friends. Let me tell you that. There may or may not be, other lawsuits in the future involving Griff Calzone. But if you want to donate, then you can donate, and you can buy me off of a lawsuit, or out of a lawsuit, I should say. But that's the only thing I got to promote. Just give me money, and I'll 20x it, guaranteed.
Can I just say something real quick before Chad does his promo? I am looking in the mirror, and you ever seen the movie Powder?
Oh yeah,
no,
great
Holy
movie.
Crow!
Jeff
I think I look
Goldberg.
like Powder from the movie.
Absolutely, he had powers.
You never seen
Powder had powers. He was an albino.
Yeah. And these lights. This is my first time putting the lights too. They're way too bright. I look like Powder. So don't come too close to me. I will electrocute you.
Probably, yeah. I've had that problem.
Yeah. Well, I'll let Chad go last. I just want to promote.
All right, Griff, what do you got? What do you got? Give us your spiel. What do you
got?
let
Leven-Smith go. Sorry.
Yeah. Just basically, don't forget. I mean, Bridge Wallets code FakAaron. It has a lifetime warranty, and you have the chance to win a car filled up with Hennessy in the gas tank. I don't know how far it'll run with the Hennessy in it, but it's worth a shot. And you can check out PeteJensen.tv. I heard that guy was a good guy too, so he's got some YouTube videos over there also.
All right.
And Chad, what do you got, bud?
My name's Griff, but if everyone wants to go to Chad's channel too, they can get more information on the ultra legendary Griff Calzone. That's me. And we all appreciate you guys viewing, and let us know in the comments if you'd like to see another stream like this.
Yeah, or you know what? Even if you don't, we're gonna have another stream like this. I guarantee it. Doesn't matter. You like us? Great. You don't like us? Even better for us.
That's right.
You're
not my problem.
Fueling the hate. You're fueling it.
Yep.
Hey, I got bills to pay too.
Reese is calling me. I'm so overdue. I'm so overdue to do this.
I don't know if that's a phone, Griff, but we'll let it slide this time.
Oh, it's not a phone case. I tried.
It's not just a
Or it's a glasses case.
Nice.
We've all been there.
Yep, it happens. Yeah, all right. Thanks, folks, and we'll see you
later. Remember, deep dish pizzas are superior.
And shout out to the replay crew, right?
Yep.
See you later. Panzerotti's forever.
And guys, hang